Welcome to Mercuro Class 2019 Debate Series, motion number 4. In today's debate, the motion that will be debated is cell phones should be banned in elementary schools. Cell phones should be banned in elementary schools. Representing the pro side, they agree that cell phones should be banned from elementary schools. We have Armand, Diva, and Jody. Give a nice warm welcome to those three. Representing the opposition, alone by himself, is Mr. Aiden E.T. To both sides, I want to remind you, you will each have a 90-second opening statement in which to present what your arguments will be about today. Following the opening statements, you'll each have 3 2-minute segments to present your arguments and or rebuttals to the other side. After those 3 2-minute segments are complete, you'll each have 90 seconds to give your final closing statement, at which point, as a class, we will review our notes and decide who won the debate. Do I have any questions from the pro side? Any questions from the opposition side? Excellent. As a crowd, I want to remind you that you are impartial. So you're not rooting for one over the other, but you are listening to the arguments being made and how they're making the arguments, at which point in the end you will decide and vote on who gave the strongest argument, whose points made the strongest case, and that's how you'll make your final decision. Any questions from the audience? Excellent. We have our timer, who should be up here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and flip a coin to see who will go first. I believe the pro side chose last time, so we come to the opposition. Aiden E.T., heads or tails?
Tails.
Hey Siri. Flip a coin.
Heads. I told you.
It is heads. The pro position. Do you want to begin or defer for the opposition to start? Okay, the opposition will begin in just a moment. Aiden, you'll have 90 seconds to give your opening statement. Let me get your microphone back. Aiden, if you are all set, your 90 seconds begins now.
Cell phones. Is this on?
Yeah, bring it right. You can bring it right up to your mouth.
Cell phones should not be banned at school. They can be used for education, emergencies, and fire drills.
Okay. We'll go ahead and put a new 90 seconds on the board. We come to the pro position side. You have 90 seconds to present your opening statement. Your 90 seconds begins now.
Schools cannot control what kids really want to do. Kids will be constantly checking their phones for likes, comments, missed calls, and texts. Whenever one person logs onto their phone, they can sometimes get really addicted and they might be using it all day. According to Britannia.org, 94% of students bring their phones to school and 84% get caught. This means that a lot of students take their phones. Phones can also give personal information to hackers. Hackers can look at your personal information from your phone.
Also, at any point, you get a random call from someone you do not know. That is not a safe way for students to spend their days. You might also get a text and see that someone spread a rumor about you. This will cause you to be sad.
You address your time? Okay. We'll put 2 minutes on the board. Aiden, we will come back to you. You will have 2 minutes to present your first argument, and your 2 minutes begins.
What are you doing?
Your 2 minutes begins now.
Cell phones can be used for emergencies, like if there's a bad guy at school. The phones are right next to the window, and you'd be seen by the bad guy. But if you have a cell phone, then you can hide behind something like a desk or right under that window and use the cell phone to call the police. Yeah.
Okay, you yield the rest of your time? Okay. We'll put 2 minutes back on the board. We come back to the proposition side. You have 2 minutes to present your argument and or rebuttal to Mr. E.T.'s argument. And your 2 minutes begins now.
I think this way is that texting a person or just calling you in the middle of the class can distract you, and it can be very disrespectful to the teacher. And your brain can only handle a mature time period of screen time, and if it doesn't, your brain can't handle it. When you go home, you play on the phone, iPad, computer, and consoles. This means you have enough screen time at home.
You have the rest of your time. Okay, we'll put 2 minutes back up on the board. Okay, this is your second set of 2 minutes to present
Can
your
I
next.
ask what their source was?
You can totally say anything you want. Your 2 minutes begins now.
What was your source?
It was motivational.org.
You don't. Not everybody calls and texts during class. Like, how many of you have a cell phone? You don't see them texting and calling in class. And plus, it can be used for education. Like if there's no more Chromebooks, you can go to Google Classroom on Safari, and if there's a book you want to read but it's not on the shelf, you can go to Overdrive. You can read books online.
But what if you bump into something inappropriate while you do it?
Then you close that tab.
Well, the reason why no one uses their phone here is because it's already banned.
I know, but is it banned in all schools?
Not all, but it is banned in ours.
What if you're at a different school? The one where it's not banned.
They could be doing what you just said.
Hello, Koala. Sorry for the interruption, but a quick recess update for a rainy day. It's been a weird morning as far as the rain goes. It was sunny, then it rained really hard. Now it's sunny again. It's not raining now, so we are going to have morning recess outside. However, the grass is closed because it's quite wet, and students be careful. There are a lot of puddles on the blacktop. We're not going to have the balls out because they'll get ruined in the puddles. So a chance for you to walk around, get some fresh air. The playground should be open. Just be careful on it because it might be slippery. So we will be having recess and snack outside. Thank you.
Sorry for that interruption. Aiden, you still have 22 seconds left, and the timer will start running now.
What if you're at one of the schools that is not banned?
Then we would be using it in school. We would be sneaking around and just texting in our desk.
If it's not banned at the school you're at, then why would you be sneaking around that with it?
Since it's banned in our school, no one does it.
Okay, that is time. We've come over to our second set of 2 minutes for the proposition side. You have 2 minutes for your next argument, and your 2 minutes begins now.
Hi, I'm Lamar, and today we're presenting to you that phones can be used for cyberbullying. Some students always say curse words. People think if they do that, they're cool. That is not right. They see it as a way to get popular. They also think hurting others' feelings makes them feel powerful. Cyberbullying is a major concern for students, especially when cell phones are involved. According to the Cyberbullying Research Center, 33.8% of students reported that they have been cyberbullied at least once in their lives. 22.5% reported saying mean or hateful comments in the past 30 days. 20.1% reported seeing rumors about them being posted online. Because a cell phone gives bullies access to someone 24/7, there is no place that can be truly described as safe. For that reason, limiting all cell phone access may offer more positives to some students, even if that limits their overall access to information. And since you said for emergencies or file drills, you can't just get calls from someone you don't even know, and you could like spread the location.
I don't really understand what you just said about spreading the location if you're at a fire drill.
You could, like,
It's because someone, when you call someone, or sometimes someone may see your location, and you have to turn your location on for someone to see where you are, so then they can come find you for an emergency. Someone else could also look at your location and find where you are.
Well, why would you be calling someone you don't trust for a fire drill?
You don't call them, they call you.
How did they get your number?
Because someone else is calling you and they can find your location.
How did they get your number?
They get your number off social media.
Why would you post it?
That's 2 minutes, that's the second 2 minutes. I would like to ask the audience to do your best to refrain from making any noise gestures or anything like that. Again, if there's something you agree with, you can give them your sign or you can give them the clap. I know it's hard if something is humorous to you, but do your best to keep that in. We go back to the opposition. Aiden, this is your final 2 minutes to present your arguments. This is not your closing statement, but your final 2-minute segment to give your rebuttal or make your final argument. And your 2 minutes begins now.
Take care of cyberbullying like you would for normal bullying. Ignore what they say that's wrong about you. And cyberbullying would be safer than normal bullying because it couldn't get into a physical fight. That's it.
We'll put 2 minutes back on the board. This is your final 2 minutes. It's not your closing statement, but your final 2 minutes for arguments or rebuttal. So 2 minutes is back on the board, and your final 2 minutes begins now.
Today I'll be presenting to you that phones can be used as a cheating tool. It can cause students to really want to just take out their phones and see an answer. Every day, kids get more and more addicted to their phone every time they take it out and look at it. Sometimes they won't even be able to control themselves, and they might even do it without noticing. Kids are smart these days, and they can hide their phones under their desks and look at answers to a test. This is proven because according to Katana.org, if answers are only one Google search away, using a cell phone to get around a tough test question becomes a tough temptation to avoid for some students.
And how you said your parents need to know your location. Why would we just run away from school? We have teachers. We don't have a teacher. We have a superhero, and a superhero is the best. He should be watching out for us because he cares about us. He doesn't just let us run off. He wants us to be safe.
Why would you run off?
Some students do that. I and my friend in my old school that he actually wanted to ran away from school and then he got really bad in trouble. So we had to stay in the
Where did he run to?
back to his house because the teachers were treating him bad. Unlike Mr. Mercuro.
Well, if the teachers were treating him bad, then of course he'd run to, and at home he's safe and his mom could just call the school.
His mom, what if his mom wasn't there?
I don't know. What if his dad was there?
What if his dad was at work?
What if his brother was there?
What if he didn't have a brother?
Okay, and that is time. Don't clap yet. We're going to go back to the opposition in just a moment. Aiden, you'll have 90 seconds to make your closing statement. You can say anything you want in that closing statement. If there's something you wanted to add with your rebuttal, you can add it. Or if you just want to give your closing statement, you can give your closing statement. You'll have 90 seconds. Your closing statement begins now.
What I've been saying clearly states why cell phones should not be banned at school. That's it.
Okay. We come back to the proposition side. You have 90 seconds to make your final.
Can we have 30 minutes? 30
Yes.
seconds.
Yes, you can. Are you ready? Okay, your 90 seconds begins now.
Phones will have a major difference if we bring them to school. A lot of schools have this problem, and we don't want our school to have the same problem.
Kids are always on their phones, either playing games, looking up answers to a test, or asking someone for answers by texting. Some kids have their feelings hurt by seeing some mean comments about themselves. When people are eating lunch, they will just eat and look at their phone, at their cell phones. They already have enough screen time at home. You should have a real conversation with people. You shouldn't just look at your phone the whole time. At schools, in conclusion, these examples clearly show why I think phones should be banned at school.
Hey, you can give both